guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Apologize because it's been a minute since my last video and I know that I gave an update, but I should have checked in earlier in the week or over the weekend just to let you guys know that these videos were coming. But I hope that you guys are doing well, and thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it a lot. This is my bullet journal where I track lots of trackers. I track lots of habits and I just like making trackers, and that's what has always drawn me to the bullet journal system. But one thing that I've been tracking in here since the beginning of the year is a savings challenge where you save the amount of money that's equal to the current month that you're in. So for instance, I'll just open up to the entire layout right here. I did not redo this, but I do have plans to, just because I ended up doing this backwards instead of traditionally, and I'll explain that. So this is a $2,382 savings challenge. I did start this in January of 2022. Now we're in March, obviously. And at the end of it, your grand total should equal $2,382. And the way that you get there is, if you're doing this the traditional way, you would typically save $1 a day in January, because January is the first month, $2 a day in February, $3 in March. So whatever month it is, you would save the like amount of money. So June is the 6th month of the year, so you would save $6 every day. But I can't remember who had the good idea to do this backwards and start with the December total, which is $12 a day, and work your way backwards, which makes total sense because, well, depending on how you look at it, if you spend a lot of your money toward the end of the year for the holidays, then this would make sense for you because you want to free up those funds for presents and holiday shopping, holiday parties, whatever it is that you celebrate or spend your money on during the holiday season. But you could also argue that maybe you don't have as much money in the early months of the year, so you would want to start out small because maybe you are paying off Christmas or, you know, whatever holiday you've celebrated. Because a lot of people do put, you know, Christmas presents on credit cards and they plan to pay it off in January or whatever their system is. So I can see the logic of doing it both ways, but what I decided to do was start with December, and that's why I have this highlighted. And now I'm going to check off November, which is serving as my February, and October, which is serving as my March. So I'm going to add the money to that, and then I will have 3 months under my belt of savings. So just some updates while we're prepping this. This is my savings. These are my sinking funds, and I'll be doing an update probably following this video to let you guys know where I'm at with all of that stuff, a little bit extra money. And I'm going to start a budget sheet for this because that's not something that I did. I was just using this layout before. But just to give you some updates, my husband's commission check came in, so he always gets his commissions a month later. So his commission check in March would be for his February sales. And so it wasn't as exciting as January and February, which represented December and January, I guess. It's kind of hard to, it's not hard to explain, it's just confusing. It's hard to keep up with. But his check wasn't quite as exciting this time. Grateful to have it, but that's why I said from the beginning, he might have some really great commission months and he might have some that are not as great, and it all evens out in the end. So I like the commission system. I mean, I've never had a job where I sold anything on commission, but it's motivating, you know. Sometimes you can't, there's not much you can do, you know, depending on the time of year, what business you're in, but it is motivating. So I'll have to do an update of our income, what we forecasted for March, and I might do a February recap. I'm not sure because I did the majority of February. Well, did I? Not really. I might do a February recap. All right. So in January, I saved, let's see, $372. So that kicked off this challenge. So let me zoom out just a bit. So I have 300, 350, 370, 371, and 372. So that was January's. So I'm going to put 372 and 372. And in February, I should have added 330. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. Oh, that's an old one. 60, 82, another one. 20, another one. 40, 60, 80, 3, 320, 330. All right, let's count it again because I was too busy yakking about the old 20s. Am I the only one who that causes a pause? Like, I don't know, when I see old bills. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320, 330. All right, so I'm gonna add that under February. Oh, you guys will be so excited. You guys will not be so excited. I'm so excited. I found my calculator. It's just in the other room now. So, of course, I still don't have it, but I'll add this up. All right, so I'm going to put that aside. And then for March, I need to add another $310. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh, did I miscount? Where's my other 20? All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. What the heck? Oh my God, no way. It's on the floor. No fear. What the heck? All right, let's try it one last time. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, and 310. Perfect. All right. So adding 310. All right, let's see. Do I have any? I do. All right, 372 and 330. I should be able to do this in my head, but yeah. Would give me 702 at the end of that month, plus 310 will give me $1,012. And I'm 3 months in. So it's only going to get easier from here as far as the amounts that I'll be saving. And I'm pretty happy about that because I have so many other savings goals that I'm wrapped up in right now, and sinking funds and things that I want to do. And I don't know, I'm just all over the place. What I wanted to share with you guys was the fact that you guys know that I had money set aside for furniture, or I planned on it rather. And I'm so happy because we sold our dining room furniture a while back. And I was just telling my friend Julie this the other day. I was explaining the whole thing to her. We sold our dining room furniture because we got it right after we were first married, and it wasn't a good set. It was a good enough set. You guys know what I mean. But it was very, very inexpensive, and it was very poorly made. And so a couple years ago, I think it's been about 2 years now, I decided to put it on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, you know what? This just isn't working out. It wasn't durable. I was looking at more work than what it was worth. And so, you know, as far as like recovering the chairs and fixing some of the chairs and all that stuff. So long story short, it's been about 2 years that we've had a kitchen type table in our dining room. And the reason for that is because I was being, I'm sorry, I'm looking for a highlighter. I guess I was being frugal, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to spend the money on that. I'm not interested. And how often do we actually use a dining room table? And so we had this kitchen type table in there. It only sat 4 people. And the sad thing is, when we had holidays and stuff, you know, it is kind of difficult. I mean, mostly it was last year. The year before, we didn't have anybody over. I think it was just my mom and my nephew and my husband and I. So last year, I kind of felt it, you know, where, you know, we really felt like we were missing that extra seating for people to come over. And so I planned on getting a new set, and everything is so expensive right now. Inflation has just made prices for everything skyrocket. And I just wasn't thrilled about spending so much money on furniture that was a necessity, but yet we don't use on a daily basis. And so I always kept my eye open on Facebook Marketplace. And long story short, there was a woman on there whose father passed away. And he was preceded in his death by his wife, which was her stepmom. And she inherited all the furniture, all the contents of their condo. And she put on this dining room furniture. And I was like, that's not really my color. It's not really my style. It's more of a cherry. And while I think that's beautiful, the rest of my house is, you know, the really basic gray and white. You know, that's kind of what I gravitate toward. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know what? It might not be the color that I would have picked out. However, it's not going to go out of style. It's traditional. And it was gorgeous. Like, there was no marks on it. Just absolutely beautiful. So for this long table with 2 leaves that were still in the original box, they still had the paperwork for the sale of this. The brand was called American Drew, and it's not something I'd heard of before, but everything was solid wood. And then the china cabinet / buffet, you could use the glass top, or you can take it off and use it as a highboy. You could use the bottom part as a highboy. I got everything for $400. I was stunned. And she said that she didn't really want to let it go for that because she knew the price. And when I started looking up dining furniture on American Drew, or by American Drew, it's like $5,000 and up. And she's like, I just realized that dining furniture doesn't really hold its value because people are getting away from traditional dining, you know, dining room furniture and tables, and, you know, for the different styles of homes. You know, a lot of people have an eat-in kitchen or a combined kitchen, and they just have the one table. You know, there's not a lot of people, you know, like next generation, I guess, who even register for good china anymore, good crystal. And so we just happened to luck out. So my husband and my cousin, who has a truck, they went and picked everything up. They made 4 trips in this pickup truck. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's all kind of sitting in our living room because we have to get the other stuff out of there. It's not all dining furniture. It's like little pieces. And we have a step chest that my brother got us for a wedding gift, and it was made in Korea, and it's so beautiful. So I have to figure out spaces for this other stuff, and then we have to get everything in place. I'm very excited to have a place now, though, for my glasses and my good dishes that were my mom's, or my other ones that were my grandma's. You know, some of the things that I like to keep, you know, kind of to themselves and not crowded in a cupboard, and, you know, our good silverware and stuff like that. I'm just super excited to have a legitimate setup again. So if you guys want to see pictures, just let me know. Leave me a note in the comments, and I'd be happy to show you once I have it set up. But guys, That's where some of my cash went. I just couldn't pass it up. $400 for an entire room of furniture that is convertible. It can seat from 6 people to 10 people. With the size of it, I am beyond thrilled. So I think I got the deal of the century. At least that's what I feel like. So anyway, that is one thing I've been up to, but I will check in with you guys and do another stuffing. I have some more cash that I want to add to these funds. I haven't taken anything out of here, so I'll talk to you guys about that. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching this update, and I hope I see you guys in my next video.